Hello, my name is Peter Eusebio Santos. Just call me PES. My family and I just moved into the city. We all like it here. There are big malls to shop in and lots of restaurants to dine in. There's only one thing that frustrates us though. We have an intermittent water supply. Every day since we moved in here, my wife would wake up in the wee hours of the evening just to store water that we could use for the next day. One day there was a water outage in the city. It affected all our daily routines. Many of us were not able to take a bath, prepare our food, nor do our daily chores. Some restaurants had to close early as they were not able to make clean food nor wash the dishes. This kind of problem does not happen from where we came from. Back in our barrio, the water is abundant, so we never worry about water outage. And this is because everyone exerted efforts to protect the forests surrounding us. You see, back then, my nanay would repeatedly tell me the vital role of the forests in our abundant supply of water. She would explain through storytelling how the plant's root system in the forests and other vegetations create this well-connected channel called macropores that allow rainwater to seep into the ground to become groundwater instead of floodwater. She would be passionate to tell about how this groundwater would then naturally flow through the rivers, streams and springs, or get extracted underground, so we never really worry about limited water supply. Everyone in our barrio knows this, so we all make sure our forests are protected. That is very unlike here in the city. Here, there's too much demand for water from individuals and corporations alike. Extensive and unregulated extractions of water threaten our water resources, and yet there are no policies put into sustaining and protecting its source, the forests. If only there's a policy here that does just that. You know, PES, just like my name, standing for Protection of Ecosystem Services. I've read of PES online and thought of it as promising. It is a mechanism that ensures ecosystem services are sustained by encouraging everyone, industries, commercial establishments, and local communities to provide financial and institutional support to the local farmers, indigenous peoples, and landowners in exchange for managing their lands and forests sustainably. Think of it like paying for people like the ones in our barrio to tend for the forest to make sure it continues to provide abundant water supply. Online, you'll see that more and more places have adopted this mechanism. In the Philippines, for instance, various local government units and organizations have already passed and implemented it in different approaches. In Bago City, Negros Occidental, green fees were collected from multiple stakeholders for incentive and livelihood programs to conserve and protect its watersheds. In Talacag, Bukidnon, the Tribal Association of Mila Litra implemented rainforestation projects inside their ancestral domain and managed their lands to mitigate soil erosion and flooding to low-lying Cagayan de Oro City. Imagine if our city and your town adopt this policy. Imagine if more and more people start to advocate about it. If more and more people talk about it. Imagine the day when we don't have to imagine this anymore.